I am coming to a place of radical reliance on God. And surprisingly, I feel quite peaceful. And I didn't expect that. I always kind of told myself I would never be that person who was living from literally week to week. I always told myself that as soon as I was out of high school, I was going to get myself a good job or start a business and start earning 100K a year minimum. That was my goal. But it seems like God wanted to put me through a period of stripping away all my self-reliance, stripping away all of my means to be in control. All of my schemes and plots, they all got stripped away. To the point where I am now, that I've got a family, I've got things that need to be paid, and I just rely on God. I rely on God. God is my lifeline. So I'm noticing that the further I go on retention, the more of this reliance starts to come in. The more that my schemes start to evaporate. And the more that this timeline starts to appear, that I'm just hurtling down. I'm just hurtling down this timeline. And the momentum's picking up more and more. And it's like every attempt I make to get off the timeline or to somehow take control of the timeline, to direct it, to steer it, it's just like, just get slapped back onto the timeline. It's pretty crazy, right? Because we're taught to go for the security, we're taught to go for control, we're taught to take power. But it seems that God's way is to show us how weak we are in the small self. Show us how delusional we are in the mind. Show us how aimless we truly are. How we're like lost sheep wandering around. And I'm just at this point now where I'm becoming very accepting. I'm becoming very comfortable with discomfort. And the more I do that, the more I just allow myself to be in the discomfort without freaking out and trying to seize control, the more I'm surprised. I'm just delightfully surprised at the divine intervention that keeps happening. And it's never in a way that I expect. I'm like, oh, is God gonna come through for me in this way? Am I gonna get, taken care of in this way? Is this person gonna, give me an opportunity? Or, is money gonna come through this channel? And it's just like, no. You have no idea what you're doing. It's okay. I've got you. Just keep walking the path. Keep letting go. Keep surrendering. Keep following those small intuitive nudges, those small hints. There's always these little hints, like the red herring, like the clue. You're just given these little clues. And they're always going to be in contradiction to what your mind says you should do. Right? Your mind is always going to be like, no, don't pay attention to that little intuitive nudge. Don't follow that lead. Don't do what feels right. Do what you think is right. Do what makes logical sense. But, even my tone of voice when I describe how the mind talks is this, it's like there's a huge stick jammed up its ass. Because that's how the mind operates. It's all based on fear. It's all based on the attempt to control. So what you'll find as you walk further and further on this path of retention, as your energy builds, it's like you don't gain more control over life. This is the paradox of it. As your energy gets stronger, more coherent, as you become more intrinsically powerful, internally powerful, you just get better. This is the thing. You get better at just trusting that it's all going to work out. It's like the energy takes care of you. Your energy starts to get so high that you no longer have to compensate for this feeling of lack within, because the feeling of lack is slowly subsiding. And you just know that the energy is going to find the ways and means by which to take care of your needs. So you're sorted. You're secure. You're internally secure. And it just seems to be getting deeper and deeper, and it's fucking beautiful. It's what it's the thing I always wanted that I didn't know that I wanted. It was to feel secure within myself. Because when you feel secure within yourself, it's all good, man. You can just live. You can just be retarded. You can just follow the path, follow the winding path, only seeing one step ahead of you at a time, and shit always just works out. It just works out in your highest favor. So, some poor bastard needed to see this message. Someone out there is doubting that this is working, as they see their world falling apart the longer they continue on retention. But I want to encourage you, bro. It's falling apart so that what's really in there can emerge. Who you really are can come to the surface. So look at all of this collapse as a sign that everything's working out in your favor. That's my feel-good, cheesy message for the day. Keep walking the path, brothers. Keep trusting in God. Much love.